I recently got a question under the comment section of one of my YouTube videos. The comment read, "What's so bad about wanting or needing external validation?" Now, on most days, I would have thought that this was trolling, right? Surely there's nobody who does not know or would not understand what is problematic about seeking, needing, desiring external validation. But on that specific day, I realized that this young man is not trolling, but instead is looking for a true answer to this question. As a matter of fact, they're not just looking for an answer, but you have actually not given a full concrete answer to this question. And so here I am giving that exact answer. Now, what is quote unquote wrong with seeking, needing, wanting external validation? In truth, there's actually nothing wrong with wanting external validation. There's nothing bad, quote unquote, about wanting, needing external validation. However, this is not a question of morality, but instead about quality of life, instead about what serves us and what takes away from the fulfillment, the satisfaction of our life experience. And when it comes to the seeking of external validation, of validation, it strips away our ability to be able to place value upon ourselves, right? The moment we begin to seek out somebody else's value system, to have somebody else place a value upon us, is the very moment we lose ourselves. And we will find ourselves perpetually chasing that high, seeking, looking for, searching, scouring, scavenging the earth for just enough of a valuation from somebody to feel as if we are enough. Now, we were all born into this planet valuable, right? Nobody could have questioned whether you were just the most beautiful little baby or the most alien-ness looking baby. You were beautiful nonetheless, and you were valuable. There's nothing you had to do, right? You didn't have to work a double overtime at the job. You didn't have to, provide certain resources or say certain things. You didn't have to say nobody. You didn't have to do anything. You just had to exist. Most times you were doing things that were probably an inconvenience, and you were still seen as valuable by most sane human beings. However, there came a point in your experience where your value was now based upon conditions, the things that you did, the way in which you showed up, right? And this is when you began to get that training of what it is you need to do or to trade in or to give away in order for you to be valued by those around you. And as you became indoctrinated into that way of thinking, you also realized that the only way you could get that sensation of being a somebody, being valuable, being worthy, was to give up an aspect of yourself. And so that's the core of the problematic nature of seeking external validation. It is that when we are seeking out the valuation to be evaluated by another, we are stripped of our own sense of value, which is intrinsic, it's inherent, it's already in us. And when we forget that, we start to live lives that embody that. We start to live life in alignment with the idea that I must do in order to be. I must do more in order to be good enough, right? And the marketplace might show you this, and the people around you, friends, family, and romantic interests and such. These individuals may mirror these very beliefs back to you, and therefore it will continue to perpetuate that very same cycle. Now, the antidote is simple. We must come back to a place where we recognize that our value is intrinsic no matter what. I don't care what your boss says. I don't care what your lady says, your man says. I don't care what anybody says to you. They may have a value system that they're projecting onto you, but even with that, your value is forever and will forever be, period. Period, period, period. 3 periods. That was 4 technically, if you had the first one.